Alright. So, of course, make sure you are over at SpeedGaming too, because I do not see the chat over at my channel. This is all about the Obscurathon. I be ready. Oh, that good caffeine. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another run from me, Heponwana. We are going to be doing What the Car. You might be thinking, what the car? Well, What the Car is a very silly, weird game. Complete opposite of that last one. If you're here for Genesis Noir, that's a very serious, artistic game. This is a very cartoonish, silly game. We are doing all episodes. That means when this game came out on iOS devices, on Apple Arcade, there were 7 original episodes. That would be any percent. All episodes, there were 2 additional episodes included. When the Steam release came out, we are playing through all of those episodes as quick as possible and speedrunning. So, to do that, what we are going to do is start off by deleting our save. Just like any good speedrun. We are just going to delete our current save. This one's our current one. And it'll say, are you sure? And when we say yes, that is go time. So, I've got my foot on the foot pedal to start the timer. Time begins in 3, 2, 1, go. And so we start off by skipping the tutorial because I know how to play this game and you will know how to play this game because I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. And it starts off every episode. We are trying to get that treasure chest. So we need to follow these lines to reach a power generator to power the gates to get through that treasure chest. We start almost every stage by restarting the stage. That doesn't make sense, does it? It does. The first time you do a stage, it's going to have an intro movie with a little song where it's going to sing the name of the stage. We don't want that. It's slow. So if we restart the stage immediately, it only does that intro song the first time. So guess what? We're good. In this stage, we have the ability to jump. Well, to kind of rocket. So you're probably thinking that's what the car is. It's all about having the rocket ability and being a car and running to the end. No, that was this stage. Some stages you're doing other things. Who knows what we're doing on this? So each stage is a whole different experience. And of course, once again, we restart right away. This time we have an umbrella. And so we are just going to float on over here. And as we crash into objects, oh yeah, this right here, it's a card. We don't want that card. That card is the optional collectibles. If you want to do a 100% run of this game, you're going to need to do every stage and get all of those cards. Guess what? We are not doing that. No, we are instead just going as quick as we can, just blasting through all of this. So we get, sometimes when the creators of the game feel really happy with a gimmick, you get to do it a couple times in a row, they enjoyed the umbrella. So this stage here, it's actually called Mary Poppins, that's what it was. So we just want to make sure we get these speed boosts. You don't need to go through the gate. You can go over the gate. Just make sure you are lined up if you go over because it's hard to tell. Sometimes you'll miss it. And if you're not directly between the goalposts, even if you're way above it, you will end up flying off into a bad area. So this one we didn't need to restart because guess what? It didn't tell us the name of the stage at the beginning. Instead, we could just blast on through. All right. We're almost to the end of this first part. So this is where speed tech is going to come in. We're going to hit this, and then we are going to go home. And then we are going to just go right in here, and then we're going to go back here. Otherwise, we would float along that dotted line all the way back to this area, and it goes slow. Instead, we went fast. We teleported several places. Other fun thing, this game has changed. Oh, don't grab that. Good deal. This game has changed some since its initial Steam release, and different versions have different speed tech in it. We have found the current version is the quickest. However, if you go off the original version from Steam, there's actually skips in it that you don't get on this version. So here, we're a car with legs. And you just want to aim correctly, and you'll go through as quick as possible. Make sure you get all those boost pads. And of course, we're getting gold crowns at the end of most stages. Gold means good. Silver means you're a little slow. Bronze means, oh, what did I do wrong there? So here we're a car with tiny legs. Look at those tiny legs. Tiny leg car doesn't go nearly as fast. You'll notice as we hit obstacles, we tend to keep moving nice and fast, except for bears. Bears have a lot of momentum. So if we hit a bear, that's going to slow us down a lot. So we want to be very mindful of bear slowness. Oh, why'd I do that? We want to do that. I forgot what stage we were on. It's easy to forget what stage because there are so many of them and they come at you so quickly. You only get a brief moment to realize what you're doing before you're doing the next thing. So here we are a car with springs, because why not? Alright. Then hit this. Ooh, perfection. Right into that gate we go. Like I was saying, this game is just silly, good, cartoonish fun. There is nothing more to it than that. We'll go home again, and then we just gotta blast up to the stage, and we gotta collect that treasure. What's in the treasure? What is it? What can it be? It's a friend. It's a friend. That is what we wanted and needed. For 100%, you see all those optional crowns and whatnot. And now, we're going to work. You're like, weren't we working at this already? Yeah, but now we are working for real. So first, we go to the park, because some jobs are at the park. And we are Edgar Scissorhands. That is what it'd say if we grabbed that card. Originally, old version of this game, that card was in the middle of the path, and we had to collect it. Guess what? We don't anymore. So, we don't collect it. This time, we're the very serious car on a Roomba. And your controls here are absolutely atrocious. It's part of the fun of this game, is the controls. They can be rather finicky and weird, and they're meant to be that way. Unlike the last game I played. The last game, if you're watching Genesis Noir, that game had finicky controls, but it's more because the game's about being an artistic experience. This one, it's finicky controls because it's a physics platformer puzzle game. And those physics are half of the humor. The other half is making sure you eat a good balanced breakfast of burgers. Let's have a burger. There you go. Enjoy your burger. I'm Employee of the Month at this burger stand. And away we go. 5 seconds for a burger. That is fast food. Speed running. It's all about making sure that fast food is fast. Fast food. Now we're going to prep some food. Don't prep too much. If you do, things will explode. I'll show you with this last one what that explosion looks like, because we can go overboard afterwards and we're fine. If you explode during the other ingredients before you finish, that's bad news all around. This game used to have an additional stage in the park area. We don't have that anymore. And now we have two choices, the bank or the offices. Let's go the offices. Let's have an office job. And now we are a car on office chairs. Also, for those who can play keyboard and mouse style in this game, it's a lot easier. I believe keyboard and mouse. I don't have that coordination, so I play entirely with controller. It is tricky, but it is fun. And that is the most important thing with speedrunning, at least to me, is always be having fun with the speedrun. And this is a relatively new stage. This was not in the original set of levels, so this one I am not the best at. It's a bit different. Sometimes your power-up is useful, sometimes it's silly, sometimes you're a car who is a car who has a horn that summons a giraffe. We'll get to that soon enough, don't worry. It'll make sense eventually. So here, we're going to do what you should never do. We're going to work while sick. And we are powered. Ooh, I physicked badly there. Oh. So, the thing about physics in this game, no one run is ever the same as another run. Still got a gold crown, which is great, but that got out of control. Speaking of, this is one where it really gets out of control. So, let's hope good thoughts here, because who knows what we're going to end up doing on this one. Ooh, that was perfect. So if you look in the upper right-hand corner when I get back to the map, it's going to have a percentage up there. You ready for it? Right up there. 78%. That's 78% of the stages you need to finish the area. Not in terms of getting 100% in this game. So there are additional stages. You'll see, like, to the right over here is an area. It has stages, but we're not going to see those stages. This one is a little weird because I've only done this stage a couple times, because this is another one that wasn't in the original release. So this one's a little tricky. We want to pick up this paper if we can, because the paper is helping to fuel us. Silver, because, like I said, I've only done that stage a few times because it was in one of the most recent updates. Previously, the bank area only consisted of this, which is literally doing a bank job. You want to avoid jumping if you can, but don't hit any of these lasers or you lose. They catch you. They put you in the slammer. So, to avoid the lasers is key, including right here. Very tight. But if you jump, you'll lose a little momentum. So, we do it like that, we avoid losing momentum. Look at that bank robber. And then that skull area, if you follow that pipe, you'll go the skull area. And the skull area is the super hard optional levels. So, now that we have all of this, we make a new friend. And this friend dictates what the next area is. What is the next area? It's sports! So, other fun thing. Originally, it used to be Area 2 was sports and Area 3 was working. And they actually changed that. I did not mean to hit start there. That slows us down a little. But originally, the stages were in a different order. And if you're wondering, what's with that thing in the bottom right corner, that gear shift? This used to be, like I said, an iOS Apple Arcade device game. And because of that, it had to have touch controls. Alright, so here, sports, we are a car on a soccer ball. Or if you're from the other side of the world from where I'm at, I'm in the US, it's a soccer ball. For the rest of you, it's probably a football. So we are gonna score a goal. And we don't know the rule of soccer or football, so I guess scoring goal, you could go right over it. Except for when you can't. Later on, you can't. You'll see what I mean. It's in this area. We're having a lot of fun. This is a weird game, isn't it? We're just going to keep having weird times. This one is potentially dangerous of a stage. Oh, boy. This is incredibly tricky. Control. Oh, okay, that was unfortunate. So like I said before, we are at the whims of physics. And the physics can be very problematic in this game, as can the timing of things, because we are very much counting on weird timing. Whew, that was very, very close to trouble, but we got through. Okay. We will die a few times, but all is good. Whew, take a breath. One thing that's unfortunate, we're going to head left here, not right. To the right is bowling. So now we want to just score a goal. Oh, I missed that. Okay. We're doing this the slow, intended way. If you do everything right and the physics are with you, you can actually get to the ball before it gets to that roundabout. But did not happen this time. But here, the shoe is on the other foot, or the ball is on the other car, and we are now going to catch the soccer ball. Look how quick that was. One of the quickest stages if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, you chase that thing a long, long time. We want to go through the middle here, but don't get hit by that ball, because that ball really slows you down. It'll stop all your momentum flat out. All right, now we're going to the next area, which is target practice. I swear I see cannons up ahead. That doesn't make sense. Cannons? And our ball has sprung a leak, but it just means we go a little faster. The game's going to tell you what your button does, but we don't always want to hit it right away, because this area, you go quicker if you're not jumping. If you keep jumping, you lose momentum every jump, unless you hit it the right way at the right time. You saw that at the end where I jumped when I was in the air and I got a good speed boost. You're really going to see it here. So here you're going to see speed boost really well done. So like this right there, then we want to keep on the ground. Going to jump here. Try to avoid the bears. And if you have enough momentum from doing that, you could do that jump. Otherwise, if you try and jump across that final pit that I did, you barely miss and you fall right in. So it's all about having that perfect speed boost all the way through. Alright. This one, so easy, isn't it? Nope, not as easy as you think. But not that hard. It's a trick. It's all Wile E. Coyote with the fake cave wall or cave tunnel opening, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Alright, now we are going to be shot at, but we're going to be shooting too. We have a cannon, and that cannon is our movement style. And I apologize for motion sickness feeling that this can cause. Do not miss that jump pad. If you miss that jump pad, there's actually a gap where you fall into oblivion and lose and have to restart the stage. I learned that only once and was surprising. Alright. Another cannon round. This one has some good skips to it if we do things right. Oh! Okay, we still got the skip. Not as smooth as we would prefer, but still pretty smooth nonetheless. Boom! That is just fantastic. That is as good as you can do on that one. We're about to be shot. It's all good. And if you're wondering, what are those red stages? One just appeared, a red one? Those are user-created stages. This game has user-created content, so if you wanted, you can make your own stages. This game really is fantastic. Alright. That looks easy. It is so not easy. Aiming the ball in this game that is all about physics, that is incredibly hard. Believe it or not, this game is a lot harder than it looks. I make it look easy because it's so much fun. I keep playing it over and over. Foosball 1. So there used to be, that foosball didn't have a goalkeeper originally. That made it harder. And there used to be an additional foosball level that was a huge, like, minute and 10-second long foosball level. But we don't have that anymore. They removed it. Instead, I hope you like Rocket League. You know the game about cars playing soccer? Guess what? We're a car playing soccer. It's Rocket League time. You might be wondering about those cards that I keep not grabbing because I said it slows me down and they're only needed for 100%. You will see what those look like sooner or later. Not quite yet, but sooner or later you will. Oh, okay, that worked out. That stage actually can go incredibly wrong. And instead of 12 seconds, my average is probably about 16. But it can go as long as 40 seconds. So we did good. Speaking of doing good, time for penalty kicks. Don't kick too quickly, because if the ball is bouncing, still from spawning, it can go high. The only one it can go high on is this one. That last one can go high because it's not a net, it's the goalpost. Otherwise, you don't want to go high. So if you take that left jump pad, there's bonus levels over there. But we're not doing bonus levels. We're instead getting our latest friend. I wonder what type of friend they are. They are all about clowns? The circus is now open. Toot toot indeed. So this stage, if you played the original Steam release, you could skip the first two stages on each side of it. It is really cool. But we don't do that anymore. Instead of skipping 4 stages total, and these are long stages, map movement is so much quicker in the latest versions that because of being able to teleport back home like we're doing, that we are fine doing this with the latest version. But instead, the original version, instead of doing these 2 stages, you jump off on the right of the bridge, and you'll respawn on the other side of the bridge. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, that's my power-up here. Just honking my horn. This is all about one-handed control. So we're just gonna drive around one-handed. If I was more coordinated, I'd grab some coffee during this and drink some coffee. But also, I control this with my left hand on the left analog stick, and I'm left-handed, so if I grab coffee right now, I'm probably going to end up with a lap full of coffee. Not a good look, so I'm just going to do this one-handed, maybe wave to all of you. Physics always gets me right there. The little bump of the first plank is enough to just kill all your momentum. It doesn't happen every time for everyone, but it does for me. Alright. And there we go. Clean through this stage. For the longest time, I didn't even know this stage, really, because I played it once casually, and then I'd jump off the bridge to the right, and it would respawn you if you jumped off on the original version right here. So you could just continue on your way, and this stage was already active. Usually the stage is not active until you clear the previous. That was bad placement. Usually it's not active until you cleared the previous, but those stages actually are. Skip 1. Hit the button repeatedly, just go back and forth. Alright. And now, we're going to do the same thing, but on a bigger scale. How big? Oh, really, really big. We only have a few beats to do here, though. 1, 2, 3, and we're done. Look at that happy car. Oh, wait. Just the middle of the car. And now, things get silly. We're going to the wobbly land. First up, we're going to be an accordion. What's an accordion? It's like an accordion, but we're a car. By the way, physics are so physicsing right here. It is ridiculous and very tricky control, so you want to be very smart about how you do things, and we made it. Whew, that one, a lot of things can happen, including you could be, as we like to say, you could become a biblically accurate car. Alright, here, it's time to be a caterpillar. Look at that, we're a caterpillar. And the next stage I should add after this one, make sure you don't change which part of the car you are if you're on top of a bear or a crate, because it won't let you. And you'll end up just wasting time. So the next stage is Snake. You all know Snake. You all know it as the game on the Nokia phone that never would die. This is one of the few stages with actual RNG to it and not just physics being weird. So we're going to hope the balls appear nice. So far, they are appearing not too bad. Okay, that was actually not a bad Snake round. Bad ones are just opposite ends over and over, just opposites, one after another. And especially having the last dot at the very bottom. Or where you have to grab the card. Because sometimes you have to grab the card. Hopefully you didn't read what it said there, because it said don't read this. So this is another one where we would have skipped 2 in the original release, but it's quicker the way we're doing it. We're a long card this time in a different way, and might I add, we drift really badly in this car because we are long. So you're like, what's your power up here? Well, it's honking our horn still, but it's got a little more fun to it. If we honk, it's actually a giraffe honking. If you don't honk your horn, you don't even see the giraffe. Try to avoid that bear right there. And there we go, and we'll just skid at the end right there. We have one more of these, but this one is going to be a little more fast, a little more frantic, and a little more fun. Those little flaming donuts are going to give us all the speed boost that we could ever want. Alright. Perfect. We skip part of the stage. Hit that speed boost right there. Want to just keep getting these speed boosts as well as we can. Keeping in mind that controlling our car is incredibly hard right here. Oh, we got a card, so you're going to finally see what it's like getting a card. It just adds a couple frames right here. It had to show you what was on that card, and what's on the card is the name of the stage. So if you're wondering, since I'm skipping the intro when I reset stages, what's the name of the stages? The card will tell you as well. This is the worst stage in the entire game. Oh no. Oh boy. I'm just restarting because that got way out of control. Anytime you have these awkward tires, it is just bad news. Oh boy. That is so hard to control. You don't even understand how bad it is until you play it. They do that a few times during this game, but that is the worst one, hands down. Alright, now we're kind of like Spider-Man, but giraffes, so we're just going to kind of fling ourselves using our giraffe tongues, because giraffes have really big tongues. And those tongues are just going to keep pulling us forward like Spider-Man using his web slingers. There we go. And now you're like, where else can they go with this giraffe theme? I'm glad you asked. Because it's time for skateboarding. Car on a skateboard, but the skateboard is a giraffe. It's the name of this stage, literally. We're going to do a little grinding. Oh, I missed that rail, which really causes your steering to go out the window if you miss it. But we recovered. Normally when I miss that, I don't recover and things go really bad. But no, things went good and we're just going to keep having fun with this. Oh. I thought I was already in the stage. That was weird of me. Pretend I did not do that. That was me just forgetting how to menu and move and do things. So that's a tiny bit of time lost, like a couple seconds. Nothing too bad. But a lot of confusion on my behalf. So we'll pretend that didn't happen. I'll drink a little more coffee when I get a chance. Maybe that'll help my brain fire up a little bit better. So here we are just gonna go flying again. And we're clear. Get that coffee. And now Time for big giraffe feet. What are big giraffe feet? This. We're on stilts, but they're giraffes. This one's not too hard, but speed is tricky to optimize on this one. Also, it's easy to clip certain things that luckily we are not clipping. The cactuses do slow you down a tiny bit, but nothing too bad there. But if you hit the button a lot at the end when you can't move, you really get out of control. And now, it's time to yeet a giraffe. Have you ever wanted to yeet a giraffe? I know you have. We all have. Let's go ahead and yeet a giraffe. And it remained a giraffe. That is the one place where we like to say it can become a biblically accurate giraffe, which is say it glitches in midair into all sorts of things. Oh, I want to be on this one. That's where my problem is. There we go. And now, who is our next buddy? Oh, traffic safety construction worker guy. We're going to a stage called, this is going to be wheel fun. This is driving. You're like, driving? Isn't that what we've been doing? Yeah, but now it's for real driving, or for wheel driving. Starting off with for one wheel driving. So this is not too hard overall, this area, but it's going to get... Driving gets trickier and trickier. And actually, this one is potentially very dangerous. So I'm going to try the speed tech here. On this stage, we want to just keep holding the button the whole time, because the button is just full speed ahead versus idle speed. I'm going to try the speed tech here once. If it fails, we'll have redo the stage, most likely. So we'll try it once. And we got it! It's okay getting that card, because we just cut out all of that stage. So if you don't hit both of those boost pads, or you don't hit the first one fully, car in a hamster wheel. If you don't hit that first one fully, you will fall into the ravine, you won't make it, and if that happens, you lose time. Losing time? No fun for anyone. Alright, we're back being a unicycle. This one's all about just being smart with how we do things. Avoiding that card is next to impossible, so that was awesome. I'm going to hit that bear with the drum, because that drum, that's toxic waste. That's not cool. I'm going to punish that bear for pouring toxic waste all over the place. One final unicycle stage. This one is by far the trickiest. That's nothing too bad. It's just about knowing, avoid these ramps. They will make you fly up a lot, but you'll lose a lot of speed and a lot of time. So instead, we're playing it a little more serious. You know, it's a serious game. We gotta play it serious, my friend. Alright. We are just about done with the unicycle part. Unicycles complete. we'll hit the button or hit the generator. And then we will head on back to the central hub and go to the next area. Bicycles. Like, why bicycles? We're a car. Well, sometimes a car wants to be green and ride a bike. Better for the environment, better for your health. Oh boy, that was unfortunate. This one's tricky because it's about boost management. And aim. And my aim that first time was not that good. Alright, clean on through. Now, a little more bike riding, a little more serious, environmentally conscious decision making. And we're just going to jump off here. Kidding. I knew there's a jump pad there. You're like, what is he doing? What's wrong with Heponwana? Nothing. I'm just messing with all of you, enjoying this very serious game. Under the card, and we'll do a sharp turn through this barrel, and hitting that barrel just right, we were able to conserve some momentum and just float on through. Alright, almost done with bike riding. Here is where you get to see the environment being a problem. Because those environmental things, like that elevator, this time you're going up. So be smart about that, because each time you jump, you lose momentum, but you do have some shortcuts. So things like that elevator on the world map can cause time loss. So here, if we hit it like that, we will keep our momentum by just feathering our jump. Alright, one final bike. This one does have one jump that can be deadly, so we're going to hope it goes good, because it's one of those where it's not speed tech versus normal, it's just the only tech that makes sense. So we are going to go over here. Oh boy. So I failed that, but somehow did not die, and yeah, we're going to take that as a good thing. Fall down here, and there we... That was something. I deserve coffee. I deserve a little caffeine for that, because what was that? I don't know how I didn't fall into the bubbly green drink below. Alright, we've got two more areas in driving, one of the bigger worlds. We're going to start with the final one. Do you know slot car racing? Because if you don't, you're about to. I grew up with these. I love these. They were a little before my time, but slot cars are great. Main thing with them, you don't want to go full speed on turns. Otherwise, you fly off the track. But, that being said, sometimes you want to go full speed off of turns, because you go flying off the track. So here, we need enough speed to do a jump, slow down a little, don't fly off the track, and then let's go ahead and break it till we make it. That's the name of the stage. You'll see that on the card right here. Break it till you make it. Okay, the card's gone. Get rid of that. Keep moving. Gotta keep moving. This last one, incredibly tricky speed tech on it. And we're going to see if we could get it. It might take a couple attempts. I hope not. Also, it costs nothing to do that. I just kind of enjoy that one. So this is going to be a very tricky, it's all about timing here. There we go! Oh! That is one frame to when you start your speed boost to flip off of the track. One frame different either direction results in completely different situation playing out. Those situations are kind of you losing. So that felt really good. Oh, that is a very hard trick to do. I love it when it works on the first try instead of me just going, that's actually the first try. Those other ones were showing what happens when you do it wrong. Anyways, we're now a car with Hot Wheels. About time, finally, in a car game, that was unfortunate, but finally in a game about being a car, we are an awesome car. Not to say our normal car is not awesome, but this one, we're just like tearing up the track. So first one, there are two of these in a row. They're both kind of long. The first one, nothing too complex. The second one, we're going to do some tricks. And those tricks are going to be potentially dangerous. Unfortunately, we did get the card, but it's all good. Physics almost got me, though. Physics almost got me there, but we're all fine. We're a car with Hot Wheels. Like I said, this one, we are going to do some tricks. We are going to try some speed tech on this one. And it can go very wrong. One of the tricks, if it doesn't work the first time, I will I always rotate my head here. I don't know why. But if we don't get the first time, on a second attempt, we're just going to do it straight, normal, intended route. But for right now, I'm holding out hope that I could show you a real cool. It saves only like 1 second, and if you fail, it costs you a minute. But let's get that 1 second. Let's get that 1 second. There is a 1 second saving waiting for us. I am determined to get it. I think you all want to see it. We're going for it. Let's do this. Okay, it is right here. Ready for it? There we go! Skipping that whoop-de-whoop. Actually, it saves you about 3 or 4 seconds. But if you fail, you have to redo that whole level, and that was 1 minute and 1 second for the level, so that ends up costing you a lot. Here is the other stage I really don't like in this game. They have poured too much toxic waste, and so we are a car with weird wheels. Oh, and this controls like absolute garbage. Oh, steering, especially on these ledges, is so hard to do. We're playing it safe by not going for that one boost pad, but then we missed that other one. Not intended, but it happened. Oh, that stage is dangerous. It is rough. It could be bad, but we did it. We're good. And here, like I said, environmental things can be miserable. This is rough. Like, speed running. Like, I don't have the patience. So originally, in the old versions of this game, you would run back along the dotted line back to the starting area instead of being able to teleport how we do. This was the one spot where you did not glitch the game to run back, because you'd have to wait for that rotating platform. Did not want the card. but those barrels and everything fell in the perfect way to make me have to grab that card. It's a car with too many wheels. I mean, it did have too many wheels. And now we're going to be a car with heels. And we will get the card here because the card is in the way. Important thing, if you wear heels, high heels, or you know anyone who does, you know the big thing is going fast is dangerous. And fast with a lot of maneuvering, super dangerous. So if we turn too sharp, we will fall. And then we have to redo this. Ooh, that got a little sketchy. So we will end up with this card. Not much you could do to avoid it. And that's where you see we are a car with heels. Alright, driving's done. You can ride those gears, the one with the hot dog, to find additional stages. Alright, let's get our latest buddy. Who is it gonna be? He is kind of a pirate. Ahoy, get swimming, you sea dog. So now we are in water. Literally, we're in water, but we're in the stage called water. This one has some of the most fun parts of the game. I love this episode. Water is so good. We are right now a carp. A carp. I love this game. I love bad jokes. Puns are fantastic. And anyone who says otherwise, well, I respectfully disagree. Because puns, I just love them. They're great. And that guy says, we love car. So we got a couple stages where we're carp. We also are going to see the classic mine. You know, when you have like boat stuff and water stuff, there's always the classic water mines, the type that look all spiky and big and threatening. We're going to see those in these stages, like right there is one. And we're actually going to use them for speed boost when we're not going super fast. There, we went too fast. We went too fast to get a speed boost. If that makes sense. Somehow it does. Alright, we're going to the resort. The resort has some fun stuff, including we're going to have a boss fight coming up. You're like, how do you have a boss fight in this game? Oh, we'll have one. Not this stage. First, we're going to sail one of these trimarine or whatever, you know, these regatta-style boats. We will not quite get the speed boost off of these things. And then also a reference to Super Mario, or in particular, Mario Kart. Avoid the green shells. If you hit a green turtle, it'll turn into a Mario-style green shell. It'll start bouncing around, frantic and hyper, and it'll be bad news all around. So something I should probably mention, since I was talking earlier about when I started this run, what all episodes is versus any percent, where it has 2 additional episodes. Any one run of all episodes can be accepted also as a run of any percent on the speedrun.com leaderboards. Also, this is our boss fight stage. So, coming up soon, we will be reaching time before too long on any percent. And that's when we finish. Not this episode, but the next one. So here's our boss. The Sloth. Perfect. Did not waste a cycle. It is hard to aim that because of the camera angle. Your camera is at such a pulled back and weird perspective that you kind of have to triangulate what you're doing. And now it's time for a little karaoke. Let's do some karaoke. If you want that card, you could spin and go down to that card. You could honk any amount you want during the honk parts. You just have to make sure you do honk at least a little. Or a lot. And don't honk during the quiet parts. And there we go. Pretty much an auto-scroller for that one. But after we finish water comes party. And party is the shortest episode because it is pretty much the conclusion of the original story. So if we do good on everything leading up to party and complete party nice and timely, it could be a PB even before we're done with the complete run. So here we're a shark car. Shark car, unlike carp, shark car jumps. And shark car is going to take advantage of mine. Oh boy, I hit something that I did not want to. I recovered. All is good. And now you're going to see speed boosting with ordnance. There we go. Check out that speed boost. Whew. You have to love the game like this where there's auto-scrollers, where it's a car, it's an automobile, so it's truly the most auto-scroller. Alright, another shark car. This one can be tricky, and it is one that's easy to end up... Whoa, okay. My button didn't want to button for me. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. We're recovering time. Okay. Here we are going to get another speed boost. Just like that. We're going to hope for the best here. Perfect. So there is some underwater physics. Like there are objects underwater back there that you might not know are there. And if you land incorrectly, you'll lose all your momentum. You won't know why. And you won't be able to make the next jump. That worked out, though, all in our favor, so awesome. And now, remember the time we were skateboarding on a giraffe? Same type of thing, but now we're a car on a surfboard. And we're just gonna surf along. Get a little speed boost right there. And our speed boost from the intended speed boost. And then coming up, we're going to take a shortcut right here. Don't worry about turning straight. The speed boost will point you in the right direction so you can keep going. Because if you try and turn straight, you might miss that speed boost because you might cut a little too quickly. It's easy to do that. This game has really tricky physics. One more of the surfing stages. This one's not too tricky. And we're going to see a big buddy coming up. Right up here. Look at the big whale buddy. We're just going to go around the whale. Avoid that card. And just keep going nice and smooth around this turn. Easy as can be. Bears are cheering us on. What better can you have in life? And surfing, wonderful water, sand, bears cheering for you, big happy whales. And then this one's pretty much an auto-scroller. Unless you really mess up, you're always going to be about the same time. Like, there's a tiny bit of wiggle room, but not much. There's even mines here that if the mines give you a speed boost, you're still tethered to the parachute. So all you do is just you kind of go weird. You get glitchy. So there we go. Another automobile scroller. And of course, if you do want to speedrun this game, it's an obscure one. Not many people speedrun this. Of course, it's an obscure one because this is Obscurathon. But not many people speedrun this. And if you want to, it is such a fun game. Like, it is honestly just incredibly fun. So here we have another one of these. You might remember from earlier, I did not care for the awkward tire one. Well, this one's a little different. This one's actually kind of fun. This one's actually a lot of fun. Oh boy, how did I? Wow, I missed every mine. Be careful here, because if you miss that gate, it is you waste so much time just going in ever-tightening circles trying to get to that gate. We are almost done with water. So let's have a little fun here. Well, we won't have fun necessarily, but we'll make sure we are facilitating the fun of these bears. These guys want a banana floaty. I wonder what they'll do with this banana floaty. I hope the next stage we'll find out what they do with it in the final stage of water. Spoiler, we will see. Alright, get ready for this. We're gonna see what they did. This is what they did. Boom! Clean on through, as good as can be. Alright, and now we are almost done with water. And after we are finished with water, we go to party. And while there is still more episodes after party, we will also have finished one category, any percent. So, let's see how we do going into any percent completion before we complete the all episodes. And all episodes has some long episodes to go. Alright, so we're at the party. It's all the bears that we gathered up. They're having a party, and they want us to make some entertainment for them. So entertainment requires 3 things. Artwork. We need a poster. We need art for the party. So we could draw whatever we want. Also, essentially an automobile scroller here. Because there is my really badly drawn heart. But you have to keep going for the full time. You cannot jump ahead on this art. And we're done. Look at that. That's a beautiful heart we did. So let's see the heart art. The heart art. Art of heart. Oh, except it pulled up from the last time I played this, not the current time. Now we make the music of the party. This one, it can be as long as you want. Like I said, as long as you want. It was not long. And pulled up the music from my last party, which is always nothing. It's kind of funny. We deleted our saved game, but we get the art from our last party. We're also going to get the dance number. Hey, cows, let's dance. And it's going to be actually the dance number from my last one. So I hope you're ready to see my last one. I think my last one might have been nothing, most likely. Oh, no, it was a dot. I just said stand there, and that's it. So any percent actually ends as soon as we ride this minecar and our controls disappear. There we go. And that actually might be a PB for any percent. And now we go episode 8. Episode 8 is Sandstorm. And Sandstorm, well, if you know Mad Max, that is what Sandstorm is all about. It is all about that Mad Max vibe. We've got wacky cars in the desert. We've got complete chaos. We've got war. We've got people fighting for honey. It's not water and it's not fuel. It's honey this time around. If we go too far left or too far right, we lose. If we go too slow, we lose. Essentially, we don't want to fall into the sandstorm. So we gotta keep moving as much as we can. Alright. So far, so good, but we're going to see more and more that this is Mad Max inspired as we see, hey, skulls. There's a dude on a hammock with skulls. This is the town of Honey Bee Airs. We're going to go to Honey. Listen them chanting. Oh, and now it's going to be complete chaos. Look at these spiky wheels I have. This one's going to be relatively simple, except for my controls are really wonky. But then we have this guy. He is going to try and create problems for us until we could get to a speed boost. And this is where physics... Oh, I missed that one barely. Physics are absolutely out of control on this stage. This area is incredibly frantic with physics, and we are at the whims of what the game decides. This area is incredibly hard, but it's also honestly beyond fun because of how unpredictable it can be. And the finish gate will always line up left and right with you, so you never have to worry about missing it, unless you go left or right into the sandstorm. Also, there are other themes we're going to see in this area, including sandworms straight out of Dune, and other fun things. This whole area is just a blast. And we're going to have reminders of the artwork and inventions of Leonardo da Vinci. Because of course we are. Because this game is the best game that nobody is speedrunning. Well, there's a few of us. Actually, I think like 2 of us right now. So consider running this. Imagine the fun you get for running this game. Because it is just a blast every time. So we want to avoid those spring cars on the right and left because they will bounce you something fierce. And they hit you from the front, like these ones could, you will fly right back into the sandstorm that's approaching from behind. So, want to be very careful about that. You'll notice these stages are also a lot longer, which means if you mess up, it really hurts. Like, you really fall back far. So this level is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. This is just... Are you tired of these things being in your way? Me too. Send them on their way. Oh, the bouncy spring cars? I think not. These mines? Whoa, those mines did not fall correctly. I was hoping to hit a few of these mines because you get a little speed boost from hitting them. These guys are the soccer ball shooting cannons. They are back. So we want to be careful here. Oh, no. Tried being careful to avoid that card and ended up barely clipping that one thing, and yeah. Gonna need a bigger car. Do we really need a bigger car? I think that was as big as it gets. I don't think we're going to need a bigger car. I think we will here, though, because this stage is actually called Mediocre. Because we're a rather mediocre car. A mediocre car. You're like, what's the button do? Yeah, we're just driving a family car through the end of time. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was unfortunate. Oh boy. Oh, get going. Whew. Came close to falling too far back. Oh no. Okay, good. We recovered. And the sandworm from Dune. It's an earthworm, not a sandworm. And we got saved by it. We did get the card. And you'll see, whew, that was a bad stage. Oh, we did not get the card. Oh yeah, because things got weird. And now, if you know the game Root Beer Tapper, we're kind of playing that now. So we just need to fill up these honey cups. Luckily, I know where a good amount of them are. And then this last one, by the way, the card is hiding behind those coffee mugs on the left. But I didn't want to get it, so you don't get to see it. And it puts the crown on my glove. And now, new reference. Do you all know Sonic the Hedgehog? Well, it's time to see some hedgehog action. Gotta go fast. This game is ridiculous. I love it because it doesn't even make sense. It does whatever it wants to do, and it does it great. We're just going to continue flying through here as quick as we can. Just fly on through. Avoid the mines. Because we are not a super big car this time. So those mines are bad news. And clean on through. We have a couple more, or at least one more Sonic the Hedgehog stage. That's going to be a lot more filled with baddies. A lot trickier and harder. But I think we will get through just fine. There are these cannon cars that are trying to shoot at us. We're just going to try to avoid them. Those cannons are just bad news all around. But we're Sonic. We're the blue hedgehog with attitude. We're the dude with tude. Oh, these guys, though, can be problems. Ooh, and that was as clean as you can do on that. Get a little more coffee. Oh, that felt great. I think we have one more hedgehog stage to do. These guys are annoying. They get in your way, and they can actually stop all your momentum on the map. So this area can be some bad news all around. So we're going to try to use the jump ramps a little bit more. This one in particular, bad news. Try to not get lit on fire. Being lit on fire, no good for anyone. Believe it or not, being lit on fire, bad news. Who would have thought it? So, just going to keep our hedgehog buddy going to the very end. And there we go. That is one happy car. One king amongst cars. And now, I hope you like Guitar Hero. Yes, I did say Guitar Hero, not Guitar Hero. It's time for a little Guitar Hero. These are our note lanes, and we're just gonna hit all the notes. You might see one, maybe not though. Because there is no penalty for failure. This is no fail mode on Guitar Hero. Oh, there was one. Okay, wait for it. Alright. Let that card go away so it doesn't slow us down after we clear the stage. Don't worry, it's just a Guitar Hero. And now we bling ourselves, and there we go. Kind of an auto-scroller, but if you do hit that card, you do slow it down, and it is rather easy to hit that card if you get too caught up in it. And here we go. Also, we're going to see a little Street Fighter action coming up real soon. After we first are a gorilla car. Or no, first we're a spring car. My bad. I forgot where we were. Actually, more than anything, it's probably... I just wish we weren't on this one. This one is... potentially bad news. Alright, we got through. I have had that stage go so pear-shaped on me. Those soccer ball shooting car cannons, some of those can be really bad news. Now we're going to be a gorilla car. Whew. And button timing is really tricky on hitting those jumps with your arms. I think that went really good. We've got another one of these, maybe two of these, because it's a fun gimmick. This time we have those spring cars. Oh no, that is what happens if you go into the sandstorm. Not hitting these quite right. Oh. Did not want to hit the pause button. Fun fact on this game, if you play with a controller... Oh, lost some time. If you play with a controller, A button does everything, but B button goes to menu. And it's so easy when hitting things frantically to hit that extra button and have a problem. Alright, one final. Oh, I hit the physics there. All right, get through that. Relatively clean, relatively good, relatively fast. Gold crown. What more can you ask for? How about a little Street Fighter? So, do you remember on Street Fighter, the stage where you beat up the car? Well, you're a car, so you wouldn't beat up a car, so the bonus stage here is beating up a couch. And you hear that thing go, KO! That's how they introduced the stages if we weren't restarting most of the stages right away. If you fall off the bridge here, wait for it, there's a sandworm that comes, and you can ride that sandworm to bonus stages. There is a lot more to this game than I am showing, and now we are a Da Vinci-style invention. I believe this stage is called saying like Da Vinci eat your heart out. We want to land just long enough to refill. Because if we refill, we could keep flying. If you fly up really high, you'll hear heavenly music as you approach heaven, as you fly too high up. These Da Vinci ones are kind of frustrating, kind of tricky, kind of hard, but guess what? They're still fun. Pretty much almost everything in this game is a lot of fun. This one, though, is particularly tricky. Because these mines just really want to give you a hard time. So it's all about being smart with how we do this. These things are going to shoot at us. It's okay, get that collectible. It is in our way, and it saved the day, so we're fine with it. Take that, Da Vinci. It's what I say every day. I get up every day just going, take that, Da Vinci. Alright. We are going to hope that physics are with us on the world map stuff, because I've actually had those fans not carry you correctly and dump you in bad places. So, luckily, did not happen. This stage is also one that could be particularly dangerous, so I'm going to hope for the best. Oh boy, did not want to be that close. Barely close enough to trigger that mine, and you'll see that the lightning storm behind us is catching up to us. Those flames pull back for me. And we are clean on through. That was a very clean run of that stage. Oh, this is feeling really good right now. We have one last stage. If you know Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome, well, we are going into the Thunderdome. Let's do this. Oh, I missed. Oh, a little slow, bad on my cycles. But still a gold crown. Still feeling good. Still really happy with that. So we can go to episode 9, but we need to get the treasure here. And look, it's one of those raving Mad Max bears. Alright, we got the bear. We go episode 9. This is the final episode. We are almost done, and this is also sadly a short episode. It is Sneaky Saskar. So, we are trying to sneak through, taking picnics. And the problem is, they don't want us to take the picnics. But this raccoon is like, I like eating picnics. I'll help you. You know who is the sneakiest person there is? Sasquatch. And you're probably like, how is Sasquatch sneaky? Well, have you ever seen photos of them? I think not. So these rangers are going to try and stop me. They're not too hard on this stage. This stage is very much a blast from the past. You probably recognize it from about an hour and 20 minutes ago. Just now, we have rangers and a Sasquatch. Because it's Sneaky Saskar time. We're just going to continue on through. Boom! Alright, we only have 6 stages left. We are doing great time-wise. There are also fun things in the world map to explore. So, for example, if you go around the world map on this one, you'll find picnic items. And if you find all of them, you'll get an achievement and some cool little bonus like information and stuff like that. So it's kind of fun exploring these stages to their fullest. Alright. Of course, that's not what you do while speedrunning. Instead, you count down that you have 5 stages left to go. It's once we get back in the elevator, after all of those stages are done. This one we actually have to slow down a little bit for, because we don't want to be caught. So this one is very much about not getting caught. And if you bump in those fences, they can fall down, and it can alert the rangers. So this ranger is going to come at us full speed ahead. Joke's on him, because he is going to fly off into oblivion, although we don't get to see him. Sometimes you could watch as he'll fly over your head into the great unknown. Alright. And here, we all love being a carp. Well, it's time to be a carp again. Here we go. There are multiple routes here. I am picking what should be the quickest route. Make sure we get some of these. And we might get the card here. It's kind of hard to miss it. But we did! Yes! Keep that speed going. We are doing fantastic. Alright. Now we are finally going to eat a picnic. It is about time we eat our picnic we've been stealing. So, let's eat our picnic. Eat a mustard jar. Don't eat the card. Boom! All you had to do is catch 3 of those and eat them, and then the 4th one appears in your hand with the flag in it. You eat the flag, you finish. We are practically done at this point. So close to being finished. I think 2 stages left right here. This used to be something in the first... Oh no! That's when physics attack. So this one used to actually be in the first world of the game, and they took it out as a required stage, which was so unfortunate because I love the car with big legs. Big leg car is awesome. That stage is called like Sasquatch Eat Your Heart Out or something like that, or Who's the Bigfoot Now? So this is the last stage, and then time is coming up right after, so we are almost done. This stage is called Lunch is on Me, because I'm the car. The picnic lunch is on me, literally. And we all recognize this as the first stage from Longer. And so, time is coming up after a quick little cutscene. We want to talk with the raccoon again. And then we jump in the elevator, and time will be as soon as we get in that elevator. I have a feeling this is a PB for me, a considerable PB, which is really awesome. So, let's get through this. I don't think I've ever been sub 131-ish? I don't know my PB offhand, but I don't think I've ever been sub 130. And so time is in 3, 2, 1, time. That is it, 129.03, new PB for me, which is really cool. I love showing off this game. It is a lot of fun. There is so much more to explore in this game. So if you ever want to have fun, there are daily levels, there are user-created community levels, there are all of these different stages where you could do 100% to clear out all of these extra things, get all the cards, get all of the gold crowns. So many ways you could play this. So if you get a chance, if you want a really fun speedrun to try picking up, this game is just so much fun. But thank you all for having me for a couple of really fun games. I was here also yesterday with a really cool different game. I hope you all have had fun with, so far, Obscurathon. There's still a few more games left today. We are not done by a long shot. So keep watching, keep enjoying, pick up an obscure game, try one out, have some fun with it. Thank you all. And if you want to watch any of my speedruns, you could catch me at twitch.tv/Heponwana. Otherwise, keep watching these runs. Much love to all of you.